I have the writer and director here of the found footage film Heritage with me, Baptiste Agostini-Croce. How are you doing?
Fine, fine, and you. Thank you very much for having me. I'm very happy to be with you.
Thank you. I'm very honored to be able that you even wanted to talk to me. Heritage follows Marie and Daniel, who return to Corsica after 15 years to visit with their elderly grandfather, and they want to capture the reunion, so they use a family camcorder. But what they uncover is far from what they expected. Heritage took place in Corsica. It was filmed in Corsica. It uses Corsican folklore. And so
Yeah.
that's an island off of France, correct?
Yes, absolutely. Corsica has a difficult history with France, but it's part of France. Yes, it's
Okay.
an island in the south of France. Yes.
Okay. It looks so beautiful, the mountains, and oh my gosh. So what town was that filmed in? And is it abandoned? Because it looked abandoned, kind of.
No, it's not an abandoned town. We shot in two places. We shot in a private house and in a private forest, and it's the an old house and the forest of my DP. So
Oh,
we yeah,
wow.
it's his family home, family
Uh-huh.
house. And we also shot in my village, which is Sorbocagnano. Yeah, we shot in those two places, but the we shot in 5 days. The first day we were in the outside in the village, and after that we went to this old house with the forest near this house, and we shot here for the end of the shooting. Yes, it's a beautiful island. You have the mountains, you have the sea, you can do a lot of things. Yeah, it's a beautiful place, and but the movie is not showing especially those beautiful places.
Hmm.
The movie is about something else, something more dark, I think.
Oh, yes. I loved the story. And like I said before in my review, when we saw the ending, I was like, oh my gosh, I need more of this. I wanted to see more. But the ending works because we know the Corsican lore, like they talked about it in you know, the throughout the film, the Juvenali cult, I believe.
Yes, the
And
Juana.
so,
Yeah.
was there any inspiration for this film beyond the Corsican folklore? Was there anything else that inspired this story?
Yes, of course, there's a lot of inspirations.
Mhm.
First, I think that when you are making a movie about young people lost in the woods, your first inspiration has to be the Blair Witch Project, of course.
Yes.
But I was also really inspired by other movies like The Wicker Man, which is one of the best cult movie. It's a classic
Oh,
one.
yeah.
And I can also talk about other fan footage like Willow Creek and
Mhm.
Spanish one called Atrocious. I showed those two movies to my main actors, Daniel and Marie, because I loved the relationship between the the two main characters, and I really wanted the movie to be realistic. So I show those two movies to them, and I wanted to make a story about a real Corsican folklore story for a long time now. We have such beautiful and wonderful island with, like I said, a difficult history, but also a lot of creepy things. Witches story, cult story, and so I decided to choose this story about this particular cult because it freaked me out, and I said, yes, let's go to make a found footage movie with this story.
Yeah, it definitely made it more disturbing. And so, when you're telling me about how you showed the cast of these films, which are all great films, I could totally see it. The cast did amazing. They were really good actors, very natural, especially the grandfather. He was
Yeah,
intense. He was
yeah.
intense. I loved it though. Did you cast any family and friends in that? I'm wondering how you found them
Um,
because they're so good.
they are all real actors. It's their jobs,
Mhm.
but they are also my friends, because I'm doing movies since I'm 18 years old, maybe before with my friends. I'm not a comedian, but I started as one when I was very young,
Oh, wow.
and I met a lot of people, a lot of people from the crew, a lot of actors, and when I started to make my short films and also a TV series for the Corsican channel,
Oh, wow.
I said to all these people, "Do you want to come with me? Do you want to be in this project?" In all my projects, so when you are looking at my short films and when you are looking at when you are watching the my TV series and now when you are watching Heritage, you will find the same faces,
I love that. I love when people
yeah.
do that.
Yes, Philippe, for example, is somebody with an amazing career in France. He had the main role in French TV series during 15 years. He played with a lot of very famous actors, and he is an amazing actor. He's an amazing man and an amazing actor. And Daniel and Marie are also real actors. It's their jobs,
Hmm.
but they are very close to me, especially Daniel. Daniel is like a brother to me, and we made some movies together. We made a lot of things, but I wanted to give him a very cool character, very cool things to do. And it's the
Hmm.
same thing for Marie. When I wrote the script, I called Marie first, and I said to her, "I wrote something for you because I like to write for people. I think it's better when you have your actors in your mind." And when I wrote Heritage, I had Marie in my mind at the first page, because it's she's really um, she's a really serious actress, but she likes to improvise and she's good at it, and it feel really real, So this is why I choose her. Same thing for Danielle, and I said to them, "You have the script." But I don't want you to respect the script. The script gives an information for the viewers. In this scene,
Hmm.
you need to have this information to go to the next scene. But I want you to say it with your own language, with your own words, to feel real. And it was also difficult for them on the set because it's not a typical configurations. When the actor in front of the camera has to talk to my DP because my DP is holding the camera.
Hmm.
The other actor is just behind him, and that it's
Okay.
well, sometimes we gave the camcorder to the actors when they had to run, or when
Hmm.
there is a mirror. But in the typical configuration, in this specific configuration, you have my DP, the actor in the front of the camera, the actor who is on the screen, and the other one who is holding the camcorder is
Hmm.
behind my DP. So it's not easy for an actor to improvise in
Hmm.
this in this configuration, but they did an amazing job. We had a lot of Zoom with Daniel and Marie before the shooting because they didn't knew each other, and I really wanted them to feel like brother and sister. So we talked a lot. We talked about the script, but we talked about the relationship between those two siblings, and I think it worked very well because they did an amazing job, and I'm very proud of them. Yes.
Did they felt like siblings? Yeah.
Yeah.
And I was wondering what made you decide to use an actual camcorder over like putting a filter over it when editing? Hmm.
I think when you are doing a movie with this kind of aesthetic, you have two options. The first one is to use a modern camera and put a filter on it. Try during the editing to put a VHS look or analog look on it. And with my DP, we tried it first, before the shooting, and it was absolutely bad. It was, I think nothing looks more like a camcorder than a camcorder, you know.
Hmm.
So we try to find the good one, you know, because we also needed a camcorder with a night shot.
Hmm.
So we talked with somebody who is selling a lot of camcorders, who is a specialist from for all these camcorders,
Hmm.
and we choose one. And at the end, we shot with it because it was very good. And also during the editing process, we try to put some not filters, but to make it more old,
Hmm.
to find this greeny aesthetic,
Yeah.
and yes, but the main work has been done during the shooting because the camcorder, this consumer camcorder, helped us a lot. So yes, we did like that, and I think it was the best option. And I think when you want uh, a look like when you want a real VHS analog or something like that look in a fan footage, I think you have to do it old school, and this is what we did. And
Hmm.
yes, I'm very happy with the cinematography of the movie, and I think when people are watching the movie, they're also yes, people loved also our cinematography, so we are very
Hmm.
proud of that. And yes, it's a big part of the movie, a big part of the atmosphere of the movie. So yeah.
Yeah, it definitely helped with the atmosphere. And you were able to, the cinematography, yes, was great, but it still felt like found footage, not like you're trying to, how do you say this? Like overly frame it. It still looked like, excuse me, people, real people, like they're actually out there filming, like the
Yeah.
family on the family vacation camcorder, all
Yeah.
that. I looked on IMDb and you have three short films that you did, I think.
Yeah, four short
Four.
films. My two first short films were a comedy. I was very young. I
Okay.
was 18 years old and 19 years old. But it was Corsican comedies,
Hmm.
We made some festivals with it. It was cool. After that, I did a TV series for the Corsican television,
Hmm.
and we did 2 seasons. It was also comedy. And after that, I did one short film called Tony. It's a slasher short film, 9 minutes short film.
Hmm.
And we had the opportunity to show it in a lot of festivals in all the world. We did the premiere in London. And yes, it was very cool. It was my first time doing horror because I'm really into horror. I don't know if I'm an horror movie director, but I really want to do horror movies in my life. And but before that, I didn't had the opportunity to, I wrote some scripts before, but it was difficult to make an horror movie before Tony. And with my cast and crew, we did Tony last year. It was before Heritage because we shot Tony in June and we shot Heritage in August.
Oh,
So
wow.
we shot Tony in 2 days in an old train station, and we sent it to festivals in September.
Oh,
So
wow.
and Tony was in festivals from September to December, I think, or September to January. And now it's all available on YouTube and also on
Okay.
Bloodstream. But yes, it was a cool journey. It was my first time dealing with international festivals because before
Hmm.
that, I was very young, but I did festivals, but it was in Corsica or in Paris.
Hmm.
So yes, Tony gave me this opportunity to show it to other people outside of my country. And after that, we made Heritage. Heritage is currently in its festival run. And in February, we shot another short film. It's a very, very, very short. It's a 4 minutes short film.
Hmm.
It's called Cuniculus, and but it's not released yet. And we are waiting to see if some festivals want to show our short, and after that we will put it on YouTube because I like to do that. I like to do short
Hmm.
films with my friend, and it's not. I made this feature film with my friends. We are making festivals, and I'm very very happy about it. We will have other festivals in the year, sorry. So I'm very happy, but it's not because I made a feature film that I can't do short films with my friends. So I
Hmm.
think it's important to have fun with your friends, and when you have an idea, if it's a short film idea, yes, let's do it,
Hmm.
and I'm working on my next feature with my producer, because we made Heritage without any producer. We
Hmm.
are our producers on Heritage. But for my next movie, I have a producer, and we are currently in the pre-production. So yes, I hope we will make it at the end of the year. But it's difficult to make feature film. It's difficult to find all the funds. And but yeah, Heritage is my first attempt as a feature film, and I'm very proud that we have the opportunity to show it to a lot of people, and we will see at the end of the year if Heritage uh, you know maybe could find a distributor, and we really want Heritage to have its own life. It's
Hmm.
sure we made it in 5 days. Sure, it's a found footage, but we had some really cool reaction. We had some really cool reviews, and I'm so happy about it. And it's new for me. It's my first feature, so I'm discovering all these reviews, all festivals
Hmm.
works. So I'm happy.
I'm glad to hear you're happy because it really is a great found footage film. I know we have a lot of found footage films, and that's cool, but it did feel like a little something different. So I always love that. And when you say you did comedy stuff in the past, I could kind of see the comedy in Heritage, like the one part when the lady was hushing them, she's like, shh. There are people
Yeah,
sleeping, like
yeah,
little
yeah, yeah.
things like that. And yeah, I was wondering if you were had any distribution plans because I think a lot of people would love it. So you answered that, and I hope that
Yeah,
someone.
we are also waiting for one thing, because in June we will shoot another scene.
Oh,
And
another scene for Heritage.
yeah,
Oh.
because when you are a small movie like us, you can't do test screenings. So festivals are kind of our test screenings.
Hmm.
And it's so cool, because having the reactions of people, talking with the viewers, it's something amazing for an indie filmmaker.
Hmm.
I know the ending of Heritage is brutal, but I think we can add more of the brutality thing. I think
Hmm.
I had an idea for a more brutal ending, and it's just a small scene of 5 minutes, and we will see. We will shot it in June if everything is okay, and I will see if I'm happy with this scene. It will be the new cut of Heritage, and if I'm not happy with it, Heritage will stay like it is.
Hmm.
It's also the good point of and the good thing about making movies with your friends without any producer. It's
Yeah.
I have to call my friends and say, "Let's go. Are you available this weekend to shoot in another scene?" But it's also a reflection I had with my crew, and especially with my DP, Jean-Louis. We worked together for it's 10 years now, maybe. I know him very well. He knows me very well, and we talked a lot about the movie and about what we want, and about we shot it in 5 days. And sometimes, of course, when you are shooting a movie in 5 days, there's a lot of things that you can do. It's a 5,000 budget,
Oh,
five
wow.
thousand euros budget. So it's a very, very, very micro budget. And we had the chance to do all those things, to shoot the movie as we want it. At the end of the shooting, and especially at the end of the editing, you're always, oh, I can do more, you know. And if you have the opportunity to do more, uh, you know, let's try it. And this is what we will do, and we will see. And as I said in the podcast with all the team of the UFF festival, it's
Mhm.
footage foreplay. I said to them, if I'm not happy with this scene, I will not put it in the final editing. But
Mhm.
I don't want to have regrets. And I think when you have an idea, when you have the opportunity to make new things and to add it to your movie, um, let's do it, you know.
Yeah,
So
I
it,
agree.
it's it's pure indie filmmaking. It's
Oh
so
yeah, I love
uh,
it, but it can be challenging, right?
yeah, of course, of course. So this is also why, you know, having the opportunity of shooting another scene is unique, you know. In You have a lot of movies in the classic circuit that are doing these kind of things, but
Hmm.
you know, um, I really want the movie to have a distribution, and I really want to give to the people the best movie I can.
Hmm.
And I think you can't say to people, "Oh, we had a tiny budget, so don't worry, we will be the next movie will be better." No, I think people don't have to know about your budget. This is not because you have a small budget that you can't have ideas, you know? So
Hmm.
I think when you have the opportunity to put those ideas in the screen, you have to do it. And if I'm not happy with it, if it was a bad idea, okay, it was a bad idea. But we already have a movie. I'm very proud of our movie, but
Hmm.
I think we can do more. So
I think it's really cool that you have that mindset where it's like, just do it. Like, if you don't like it, that's fine, but at least you tried. And it is fun shooting with friends, like you were talking about. That makes it worth it alone. So, Heritage is an hour and eight-ish minutes, right?
yeah, it's
And
like
then,
less than 70 minutes. Yes.
yeah, and so you would add the 5 minutes-ish scene.
I
That's
think the movie will be 1 hour and 15 minutes at the end.
okay. Yeah, that's a
If
good
it's,
amount.
but it's what I have in my mind, so maybe you know you have things in mind, and when you are on the set or when you
Yeah.
are editing, you say, "Oh, it was a really bad idea." So,
Ah.
so uh, um, yeah, we will see. I don't want to have regrets, so
Hmm.
we will do it. And if it's not good, it will. I will not show a movie that I don't like to people. So
Hmm.
I like Heritage. I like what we did with our tiny budget. But I think with this tiny budget, we can do a little bit more. And
Hmm.
I really want to do this scene before talking with distributors, you know. Yeah,
Hmm.
and to maybe to cut of the movies to show to people. The ending of Heritage is brutal, but and I really like our ending. But you know, I think this ending could be 5 minutes more,
Hmm.
and those 5 minutes could be really brutal and really also logical for the movie. So I want to try, and if I'm not happy with it, uh, it will be
Yeah.
okay.
Well, a lot could happen in 5 minutes. So,
Yeah, of course.
and that makes me think of the night shot scene at the end where they're sitting down in the forest and how it lingers for so long. It's a long one and it just builds the tension. And I was like, oh my God, that was one of my
Yeah,
favorites.
I really, really, really wanted this scene in the movie, and because you know, when you have a tiny budget, you have to think how to put your creepy ideas in
Mhm.
you know in the screen. So I think it's this scene is for me a work with all the outside.
Mm.
It's a work about what you are hearing, what you are, and yes, I think the tension is built on this these two people waiting in the forest with those noises, um, and you don't see what
Hmm.
is happening. I think it's also important to
Hmm.
give the viewer the opportunity to, have his own imagination. So
Yes, I love that.
this is why I really wanted this scene. And it's also because I think this scene represents for me what I think about indie filmmaking, and especially horror indie filmmaking. And
Hmm.
I'm very happy with this scene, and I think people are happy with this scene too. But like I said, I don't want to have regrets, and I think you can add something to it.
I love when films do that because I have like a crazy imagination. So you don't even need to show me something sometimes, and I'm gonna be like, oh my God. So I really loved that. And yes, the ending was brutal. I guess you would say Heritage can be a little bit of a slow burn.
Yeah, it's a slow burn movie, but I think when you are doing a slow burn movie, you need a strong ending.
Hmm.
And also, it's like I said about the budget. It's not because you have a tiny budget that you can't show things. I think it's just you have to choose what you show to people. And I know that with the tiny budget, I can't show everything I want
Hmm.
to the audience. So we decided to show one specific thing, and I think it was a cool choice because people are talking about this scene. At the
Hmm.
end of the screenings, people are talking about this scene. In the reviews, people are talking about this scene. So I think about this thing, about this particular scene, what we wanted the people to feel happened. But yeah, so I'm very proud. I don't know if we did the what we really wanted for this scene, but I'm happy when I'm watching it, and I'm happy when people are watching it, and I'm happy with the people reactions.
Everything they showed at Unnamed Footage Festival was really cool. It seemed
Yeah.
like Heritage was one of the favorites. I hope you make more horror things. I know you said you're
Yeah,
working on
of course,
something.
and this is what I said is at the beginning, I really I wanted to make horror movies in my life when I was a young boy.
Hmm.
So it was my dream to make horror movies. But first, I started with comedy because it was easy in Corsica for me to. It was more, yeah, it was more easy for me to make comedies.
Hmm.
But when I had the opportunity to make my horror movies, that the horror movies I had in my mind from a long time, it changed a lot of things for me because yes, this is really what I love in life. I'm a big horror fan. I'm a horror enthusiast, so I'm very happy to make horror movies. My next feature will be an horror movie,
Hmm.
but I'm also working on other things that are not horror. But yes, if I have the opportunity to make horror movies all my life, I will be very, very, very,
Yeah.
very.
Yeah, and you should be proud, like you said, of Heritage because it
Of
really
course.
is. Yeah. Before we end, I'm wondering because I do a lot of fun facts on my pages for horror films. So I'm wondering, do you have any more fun facts about Heritage?
Yeah, I have one particular story. The two actors are walking in the woods
Hmm.
in the movie, and we shot those scenes. It was very late, sometimes 3 or 4 in the morning. Everyone was really tired. It was
Hmm.
really difficult. Everyone was very happy to be here because I think we can't do a movie like that if people don't want to be here. So people wanted to be here. But at 4 in the morning, you are not laughing a lot because it's difficult, especially in the woods, So we were in the woods, and in the woods, I said to my DP, I will not cut the scene when you think and when people think the scene will end, because I want them to improvise. I want them to go next level in the improvisation. And I said, I think, because we are in the forest, we are in the woods, I think we will be lost for real because it's very, very, very late. We only have one light, so I think we will be lost for real. And it happened.
Oh no.
It was,
Oh my
yeah,
God. How'd
yeah,
you get
yeah.
out?
Yeah, it because our makeup artist was waiting for us with all the bags and everything.
Oh my.
But so with her voice, we find the end of the forest. We find the exit of the forest. But it was really difficult because she was far away because we,
Oh.
we, we walked a lot, and but it added to the realistic thing of the movie because the two main actors were really lost in the forest, like in the movie.
Oh my gosh. So you made a horror film and you were in one in real life.
Yeah, yes,
Oh
yeah,
my
yeah.
gosh. That's all I have for you today. I really, really appreciate you speaking with me. I had a lot of fun.
Me too.
And I cannot wait to see that ending, extended ending. If it doesn't make it, you still have to show it to me.
Yeah, yeah, yeah. Like I said, maybe I'm talking for nothing. I'm watching a lot of things about indie filmmakers on YouTube
Mhm.
and everything, and it helped a lot when you hear somebody talking about his movie, talking about his shooting, all the difficulties, all the cool ideas, or something like that. So this is why I'm talking about adding this scene, and this is
Mhm.
why I'm talking about our festival circuit because it's I'm a newbie, it's a new thing to me, so I'm discovering it, and so this is why I'm talking, baby. In the filmmakers will
Mhm.
and we'll know our festival journey and our spirit as
Mhm.
the horror filmmakers. So
Yeah.
this is why I said that, and this is why I talk about this handing.
Yeah, there's nothing like indie filmmaking. It's beautiful. In a lot of interviews, people will ask the filmmaker, "Oh, do you have any advice for other filmmakers?" But you've said a lot of good stuff in this. Yeah, I think yeah, that you're doing a really good job and you're
Oh, thank
doing
you very much.
it very cool.
Like I said, I hope we we will have the opportunity to show heritage to a lot of people. I hope heritage will have a distribution, and if it's not the case, we will put it on, I don't know, YouTube or Vimeo,
Yeah,
and
yeah, totally.
for the community. And but yeah, I really want to make movies, and you have to start somewhere, and heritage is our future start.
Hmm.
It was difficult, but we loved to crafting this movie, and yeah, it's a movie made by our hands, so we are really proud when we have the opportunity to show it to people in theaters. It's amazing, and
Hmm.
and the opportunity to be selected in festivals. It's amazing to have these people reactions, to talk with people, to have also reviews. It's something important for young
Yeah.
film, and yeah, I hope we will have good opportunities for heritage.
And on YouTube, a lot of people get discovered on YouTube, so
Yeah, of
maybe
course.
that'll
Yeah,
be the way it happens. So that would be really cool.
yeah, of
And
course.
everyone keep an eye out for Heritage because you will love it. Trust me. So thank you so much again for talking with me.
Thank you very much.